Hello, everybody. I'm broadcasting to you this afternoon. Usually I do this in the morning, nice and early, but we had a meeting, big meeting about sorry. Just said the connection was off, then it came back on. Anyway, that reminds me, I just need to go onto Facebook and blah, 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 blah. Look for me. Won't be a moment. There we go. Down to here. There I am. No. Where am I? It is recording, isn't it? Let's try it again. I have to go onto my profile and make it go live, because when it goes on here, I use like this streaming system where it streams to different pages and stuff. Yes, there I am. And then I have to go on there, and it always goes like only me. Like I'm broadcasting only to me. Obviously, I need to be public. There we go. There we go. So where was I? Yes, this morning we had a meeting down at it's Hall House, like the town halls, talking about Benji, our 7-year-old, is going to be 8 in December. He has special needs, and there's so many different people involved in his care, and we have to have constant meetings, and yeah, they're always a bit stressful. So I had that this morning. But what was I going to tell you about? Oh yeah, so eldest son, Joshua's my number one son because he came first. He is 18 now. He was 18 in October. He lives in the UK with his dad. I live in Denmark with my husband and son Benji, and we haven't seen each other for his 18th birthday. I should have just been coming back now by flight, but I couldn't go because I would have had to like self-isolate at both ends, and it was just like, yeah, couldn't do that. But he had this huge match last night. So he plays for a team called Dorking Wanderers. That's in Surrey in the UK, and they're playing for like the FA Youth Cup. And he wrote to me a few days ago, or was it his dad? No, it was his dad. His dad wrote to me a few days ago and said he's doing really well, but he wants to really get his game up, and could I do some stuff to help him? So I used to be like a hypnotherapy NLP practitioner. I did that for 10 years after I left psychiatric nursing, but it's been a long time since I did it. But anyway, so we sorted out having a session, and it's nice for me because I'm not there in his life every day. It's really hard that I can't like do all these little things that you do. Like, all right, even if I wasn't living in the same house as him, at least I'd be in the same country. At least you'd get to do some things occasionally. But so it was really nice that I could feel like there's something I could do that would be helpful. And I sat down to do this session with him, and I was like, oh God, am I going to remember any of this? It's been, I don't know, how long has it been since I did my hypnotherapy stuff? I don't know, years. Anyway, I did some NLP stuff with him, and it was really cool. All just like, I'm like, what do you need help with? Right, blah, 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 do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And then when it was time for his match, and this is the runes bit, I just got a little like nightlight, tea light, one of those little candles with, in the metal thing. And I just carved some runes in them. And I carved Tours. That's the one that looks like a thorn. Because I thought he needed some protection. They get so rough. These football matches, oh my God, it is like they're going out to war when they do it. And I carved Tour for him because he needed to feel that. And he's been worrying, and then, so I did all stuff about getting in the right mindset and what you're going to visualize and stuff. And then what was the other one I did? It was tours and oh, it's gone. The other one I did 3 of them. It's gone for the moment. Anyway, he went out there and he scored 2 goals straight away. And his team were like, yay, go mum. But then he got injured. And he had to come off. So I was thinking, oh, perhaps that tours didn't work very well to protect him. But then, you know, he said it's just an impact injury, whatever that is, I don't know. But perhaps it would have been worse if I hadn't have put that, thrown that tours in the. Oh, I know, it was Wunya. That's the one that looks like a P, and that is because. So what I was thinking, like Wunya, it was actually like showing like the wind vane, weather vane. You know, it moves. So whichever way the wind's blowing, and so it was like what was in my head was like, because it is the room for like happiness and success and, you know, that sort of thing. But it was more, so he would always be running in the right direction. Whatever way he needed to go, he'd be like intuitively like going with the wind, like going that way anyway. So yeah, I've been lots happening. And today's also the anniversary when my father died, Ken Goodwin. And I put a post on Facebook about that because he was a 3rd engineer for Sea-Link, and he was yeah, in the Merchant Navy and wore like a uniform and everything. And I loved it when I was a kid. We used to get like free, you know, sailing across to France from England. And it was great. I used to get to go down in the engine room. We used to get free sandwiches. We used to have to wear these big ear defenders in the engine room because it was so noisy. And we used to get like run up and down all the steps. I'm sure they wouldn't let you do it now. It'd all be health and safety, wouldn't it? I hope my connection's all right today. My computer keeps saying things. Anyway, you can tell it's because I had this meeting today. It was also serious. Oh my word. Right, so today we are working with Lagu. Okay. I'll give you a little clue. It's the rune of water. So what we do in these classes is, it is for you to experience the energy of the rune. So you haven't journeyed with the rune before. In a moment, I will sing the runes in for us, and I will sing them around in a wheel 3 times. This is for us to connect to the energy of the runes. If you haven't met a person before, you don't want to read a book about them before you meet them. You want to go along and meet them, form your own impression. And if you work with energy, if you're a healer or a psychic, or you're sensitive to energy, or a shamanic practitioner or whatever, it's really good to meditate or journey with the runes. For me, that has been like the key, okay? And I learned this from Imelda Almquist, who is my Sather teacher, and she's absolutely fabulous. Look her up. She's running lots of stuff online now on her Teachable Pregnant Hag Teachings website. And what we are doing is connecting to the energy, okay? No, I'm trying to, okay. We're connecting, so that's my son trying to ring me there. Oh, it's all happening. We're connecting to the energy. So before I go any further, I'll sing the runes in. Just close your eyes. Going to connect to sing it around 3 times. All right. Punyahaguna, Visyahapasa, Yoagisu, Sugyatai, Madalaguin, Odazagase, Susuga, Sahikandisu, Punyahaguna, Visyahapasa, Yoagisu, Sugyatai, Madalaguin, Odazagase. So just feel that energy, the wheel of the runes surrounding you in a circle. Each of the runes hold part of the creation energy. So together they add up to wholeness. So even just calling them in and singing them around you in a circle, you are creating a field of healing and wholeness and power. So back to Lagu. In a minute, I'm going to put on some drums. And then we're going to do a short meditation journey. There's different ways you can do this. You can sing Lagu if you like singing. Lagu, Lagu, Lagu. You can just speak it. Lagu, Lagu. Lagu. Okay, that's the Nordic, Scandinavian Norse word for this rune. Lagu. You can just simply imagine that you're breathing it in and out of your body. If you don't have a rune set, write this down on a bit of paper. Sit and hold it. What I usually do is just sit and hold it in my hands, and I just open myself up to the energy of that rune, and quite often it grows much bigger and sort of sits over me. Just trying to think if there's anything else. After we've journeyed, I'll then tell you a bit more about the runes, but first of all, I want you to just experience the energy of it. Okay, let me find my bit of drumming. Where are we? There we are. All right, about 5 minutes. Just turn it up a bit. And I'm going to be journeying from the perspective of like our evolutionary and ascension journey that we're on at the moment. So if you've just met this room, don't worry, just connect with the energy as it is. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so make sure you're fully back from that. I'm just going to go and have a look. Oh, the Ascension runes page. Okay, so I'm going to read out to you. But this Jörn Eriksson, Rune Magic and Shamanism. Now, everything you read that other people say about the runes is their impression. And it's really, really interesting to read what other people say about runes. But what you really need to do is form your relationship to that rune. And then everything else you read about it is just like augmentation to your foundation that you've made already. So Lagu, this rune represents the flowing and life-giving water. It represents running soft water. It stands for rain, cleansing tears, and for our feelings. Lagu brings life and is associated with the powers of the moon, with the night, and with sleep. Lagu is the rune of dreams, and if we follow its stream into dream time, we can gain great knowledge. It is a rune that has with fertility to do. Lagu is the rune of Nerthus or Nerthus, Njord, and Vanaheim. It is the rune of patience and intuition, and it points to our ability to flow along in the river of life without being surprised by unexpected whirlpools. Lagu expresses flexibility and represents the energy streams of the earth and the body. That's interesting. Okay. So, when I was working with it today, what I was getting was like, so Lagu represents water. So you could say that it represents like the etheric element of water and all water. So the sea, lakes, the water in our bodies, fresh water, salt water, all things to do with water. When I was tuning into it today, I was just seeing like this vast ocean, and it felt really cosmic. So it was like a cosmic ocean of infinity, and I felt like really, really expanded out into it. And it's interesting because, you know, I'm journeying on this from the viewpoint of our ascension and evolutionary journey, and it felt like, so like there's loads of stuff going on energetically. It's been going on for years. You know, every month someone's saying, oh, there's loads of codes coming in this month, and it's just constantly going on, isn't it? And it's very like, and at the same time we have our everyday lives, and it's very like, we're pulled this way, we're pulled that way, there's codes coming in. And this felt like, I just felt like I was like, because I love being in the sea. I really love water. So for me, this vision I was having, or that it was showing me, Lagu was showing me, was like, I was like floating in this like huge sea. It was just like a sea of infinity. And I felt like really, really expanded out into it. And the longer it went on, the more calm I became. And it just felt like that kind of connection to everything. And it just felt like a really useful rune to help when you get really frazzled. To sort of like, whoa, come back here to this place. Just like float. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for today. That's Lagu for today. So I have a Sather page, and that is called the Sather's Witch Apprentice. Come over and have a look there if you're interested in Nordic shamanism, witchcraft. Sather is spelled S-E-I-D-R. So is it the Sather's Witch Apprentice? I can't remember. Put in S-E-I-D-R Witch Apprentice and you'll find it. All right then. It's been really, really nice doing this today. I'm always so happy to share, and be back next week with, here we go, I have to sing them. I'm sorry, I can't remember any other way. When you haggle out, is java pertra, yo agisto, to biakae, mother lagu ing. Ooh, ing. Doing ing next week. So if you would like to learn how to sing the Wheel of the Runes in the way that I've done it today, you can. If you're on Facebook, go over to the headings, there's a YouTube heading, click on that, it will take you to my playlist on YouTube of Ascension Runes Elder Futhark, and there is a video. There's a couple of videos that teaches you how to say and sing them. If you're on YouTube, just have a look for the playlist that says Ascension Runes Elder Futhark. You'll find it there. All right then. Bye everyone. Have a good day. Now then, how do I do this? Oh, I think that's it. Oh, don't know what's happened there. Okay, maybe. Right, bye.